Man list, clan list, flan list, ban list. Master Duel Forbidden and Limited list has been dropped. And as expected, it is a whole bunch of nothing. Okay, I mean, to be fair, there's some things here. Let's take a little look at it and see what we can observe. I have already seen it because it's been a couple of days now. So no real crazy spoilers here, although I don't remember half of them, to be fair, because that's how much of a nothing list this was. Trickstar Light Stage going from 2 to 3. That's great. A couple years too late at this point. Nothing really achievable there, other than the fact that we have made Bro Drew slightly more consistent. Now you can get a Candina to your hand a little more efficiently than you would previously. So there's that. Chronograph Sorcerer going from 1 to 3 is, I mean, this is like a residual OCG hit from like 2019 or 18 or something that found its way into Master Duel that has been this way for years. And I don't even know if you would play this if you were going to run. I mean, it depends which version of Pendulum we're talking about here. It is a special summon, admittedly, which is quite good, since putting up your Astrograph, sorry, not your Astrograph, your Electromite or your thing beyond before the Link summon, before the Pendulum summon is pretty good. So, you know, could be worth it. Lightning Storm going from 3 to 2. It's funny, we always make fun of these and call them OCG hits. Well, would you believe it? This is, in fact, a TCG hit. Yeah, we're mirroring good old US of A. Is where we're getting the logic from here. So from 3 to 2 means that it's slightly less consistent compared to before. Now, what you'll notice for the theme of this ban list and why I'm not a big fan of it is that they did so many hits to Tenpai without hitting Tenpai. That's the logic of this ban list, and that's what's happening. This is a Tenpai hit, but they're not hitting Tenpai cards because they're new cards that cost money. Here we go. There's another example. Shifter to 1. Hitting Ritual Beast. I think Ritual Beast definitely just main deck this as a staple. And Tenpai could also play this. I don't know if a lot of Tenpai players did play this, but you could. And it's going to 1, which, honestly, Master Duel is doing a better job at keeping these garbage cards in check than TCG is. Although, to be fair, TCG has way more floodgates banned, and we don't have Max C in TCG, so hopefully the next step is Max C, which is very, very funny considering that in the OCG ban list for their card game in real life recently semi-limited Max C. And so we had this big theory and cope that they would do this to the Master Duel format as well. Not yet, sadly. It still hasn't happened. But we're dreaming. We're believing that this could happen. Hopefully. We'll see. Fairy Tail Snow from 3 to 1 is such a nothing hit, honestly. It makes the 60 card variants of Tier Limit a little less weak, a little less consistent, since you would usually play like 2 copies, 3 copies. But as long as you have 1 snow, buddy, like that's fine. 1 snow's good. We still have Curious in the game, so we can consistently get to snow if we need to. Plus, I don't really think the tier decks are running 60 cards anymore. I think the deck count goes down a little bit, so you're going to be hitting snow a little bit more consistently anyway. You wouldn't really want to brick on 3 of these anyway. Shoutouts to Jesse, though, yeah. He has Royal Rare Snows. He spent, like, thousands of dollars to craft them, and then Konami hit it. That's quite the fascinating achievement there. Honestly, good job, Jesse. That's for you, Jesse. All right, what next? Psyframe Gear Gamma. I don't know why they hit Gamma. I love Gamma. Gamma's like my favorite hand trap in the game. Look, man, Gamma's great because you can play around it. All right? If you just don't be greedy, don't maxi in the draw phase, don't Gamma the first thing they do. You know, wait till they commit to the board, then you can start hand trapping them. I can't tell you just how many incredible memories I have of mid-era Master Duel, where I would activate a Dragon Link card My opponent would hand trap me. I would chain Gamma, and I would summon Magic Dragon. Oh, those days are gone. Those days are gone. They ain't never coming back. Let me tell you, millennials. You remember waking up on double XP weekend of Call of Duty and you would play the airport map over and over again? And you just had nothing but free time? Those are like the memories that I have, but with Magic Dragon and Gamma. That's the shit I miss. I miss doing this, man. I haven't felt alive since the Chaos Ruler, but I feel you. I really feel you. And speaking of 10 pie hits, this is exactly what happened here. Just hit the 10 pie cards. Okay, look. Truth be told, this has always been my take for Pot of Prosperity. I think Pot of Prosperity is a broken card with very little to basically no restrictions for most decks. You need a starter card, dig for it. You need an engine piece, dig for it. You have a starter extender, play, see what your opponent does. Okay, they've disrupted you. Let's go activate Prosperity. Let's thrust them, let's talents them. Let's maybe dig for a third extender. I think Pot of Prosperity is an absurdly busted card. It's really good for rogue decks, which is the only people who will disagree with me that Pot of Prosperity is a bannable card. However, I will not take away from my anger at this ban list. Because Pot of Prosperity to 1 at banned is a good hit. I just hate that they did it in response to 10 pie. That's the logic here. This isn't Pot of Prosperity being banned because it's a broken card or anything like that. This is banned because of 10 pie. They're hitting 10 pie without hitting 10 pie. Okay? So, yeah. Massive restrictions on Extrav, but Konami made Prosp way later with basically none. Dude, if they even just put the start of main phase 1 clause on Prosperity, it would have been way more fair. Because the ridiculous, powerful aspect of Pot of Prosperity is when you get to use it after you've tried to suss out a couple of your opponent's cards. Sometimes you just fire it off immediately because you need to dig for a starter or extender. But the real power of Prosperity comes from like when you have a good hand and it makes a broken hand insane and it makes a bad hand good. That's how good Prosperity is. So yeah. Pros for a Floodgate is so broken. Yeah, you do if your opponent has no hand traps or anything, you do your full combo. You deck thin 10 combo pieces out your deck because it's modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You activate Prosperity and you just dig for like a random like Maxi in your deck. Or, you know, you've deck thinned all the engine, you look for the non-engine like. Anyway, this is now turning into a Prosperity rant, but trust me, like Prosperity is a broken card. Be happy that it's banned. I just don't like that it was banned because of 10 pie. Wait, that's it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why did I think there was more? I swear to God, I thought there was more. Oh my God. Where Dragon? Where Dragon? Where Dragon? Where Dragon? Come on, dude. Where Dragon? Pros might go. What is this? Anti-spell? You are such a filthy rat. Did I call you a filthy rat on an official Konami stream? Why won't they work with me anymore? Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this ban list reaction. See you the next ban list, where Dragoon will come back. Hopefully.